What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Shay's World. I am your girl, Shay, and we're here for Deal or No Deal Island. This is season 2, episode 8, Safety in Numbers, and I'm here with my lovely co-host
Your boy Malik
and Squeaks.
and Squeaks ready to um
I don't know
make a
what kind
deal.
of deals we making, but we're gonna make
Make
a
a deal.
deal.
We're gonna make a deal. We're gonna make a deal. A good deal.
Yeah. So just like always, we're going back into on the island. Coming from the Banker's Temple, everybody is celebrating David for getting rid of Dr. Will. Letty is salty, and really ain't much didn't happen. We can really just skip to like the next day, the next morning, because there was really honestly nothing to note outside of them celebrating David. Letty, hence the title of the episode, is trying to wheel in Dixon. So they're having a conversation, and yeah, how did
What's
you
the
feel
name of the
about
episode?
that? Safety in numbers?
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Letty, they be telling them.
Um yeah. Um I feel like Letty is trying to secure another number. And Dixon is trying to secure a possible possible shipment.
Romance. That's what it was giving. That's
Yeah.
what it was giving. I was
And I
like,
mean Dixon was also like, I mean, if I have to use it as a number or as safety and use, flirting to do that, then that's cool.
mm-hmm.
So, but he's flirting and she's not. So it looks a little one-sided. That's all.
So Parv and Lachelle are just having general conversation. Philip comes in and get her, and they go to talk, right? So she asked him what happened. And I think for Philip, this was his moment. This was his moment to stand up to all of the bullies across America that bullied him. This is for all of the little boys that he is playing this game for. And no, Parvati, you can't do that. And I have to let you know how vile and disgusting it is for you to use somebody's trauma that they chose to share with you. And I'm just sitting here like, boy, you do know that outside of that, it's first of all, it's a game. That she was doing, and her doing that made for good TV and good conflict with you and her. But what you doing right here, it's kind of not good TV. I get
Girl, this
it.
is
It was team too much a little bit for me.
it was very dramatic, very drama queen. Like, baby, go sit down, and not sit down here. Sit down somewhere else. Because like, if you was really feeling that, you should have just said that in the moment. Because all this anger that you're feeling now, it's like, why do you still have this a day or two later? You should have spoke your mind when she did that. Otherwise, if you wasn't gonna speak your mind, what you do is, and you feel like you talk about it later, you pull her to the side and you say, "Hey, Parv, I don't not this was disgusting that you did this. It was very and it made me feel." You say, "Hey, I just really don't appreciate that you did this, that, and the other, and I feel as though blah blah blah." And then what you do after that is you wait and you let her speak her piece rather than go off, queen, and then motherfucking leave the
Walk
venue.
off. Like after you done made her cry and she apologizes, you still do the dramatic ass walk off. I'm like, oh, I'm over it. So over you. Love you still. Still want you here, but I'm over you. You've chosen your
Yeah.
side. You've drawn a line in the sand. I get it. So this week's excursion, it's another mind game production plan with the players. I feel like to stir up some stuff. Because other than that, I don't think there would really be any drama. It would just literally be the family hanging out on the island and everybody else on one side. Kind of reminiscent of last season. Boston Rob and Aaron would be here and the Night Owls would be over there talking about them.
Mm.
So basically, This game, it's kind of like that first challenge they did on Traders, where everybody goes together, but as you get to each stop, you kind of have to drop people off, or
Oh
which
yeah,
really kind of makes people feel some type of way. So the first case they go to,
especially if they learn that they're either being bamboozled or that they're not getting all the money that they sacrificed themselves to get.
right. So mind you, if they finish this thing, everybody comes back within 45 minutes, they will get an extra $2.5 million case to go on the board. So that's what they're playing for, plus safety. So when they get to the first case, CK votes for Letty to be one of the people. Dixon is speaking up for her. Everybody else goes ahead and votes for Letty. And then basically Dixon kind of like volunteers to stay behind because he's not athletic or whatever. So CK and Letty are out and they grab their cases. The second set, I just want to ask a question before I go into this. Since we've had a scandal with CK cheating, do you feel like what CK did was technically cheating because she climbed up on the ladder and looked into that little thing to see what was down there first before they had even read the little instructions? Do you feel like that was cheating to a degree?
And I'm screaming. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, Barb was like, wait. And she was like, I'm not going, I'm just looking.
um, I don't really think it was cheating. Anybody could have done that. She was the only one that chose to do that. However, what is cheating is blatantly breaking the rules, and she didn't break the rules. I don't think she broke the rules. It didn't say don't look. I mean, it really didn't say don't cross. If she wanted to cross under the iguana bridge, she could have done that. It wasn't cheating. It would have just been like, oh, that was a dickhead move for not letting somebody else choose.
All right. Well, each for this one, everybody has to go into this little tunnel. Well, not really a tunnel, but this little. I don't know. I can explain it. Anyway, there were a bunch of iguanas in there, and there's a bunch of bags. Everybody has to go down, climb down, grab a bag, and then climb back up to the other side.
Like a trench, like a trench.
Yeah, like a trench. So at the time, they had like 30 something minutes left on the clock. Philip goes second, and he takes the longest time because when he got out, it was at like 23 minutes that they had left. And I'm just like,
He took 7 minutes.
yeah, yeah. And then everybody else literally just flew through, including Lachelle.
And yeah, he was like, so nobody else is shook by the iguanas. Which, sir, why are you
You're
nervous
scared
about
of heights. You're
iguanas?
scared of the iguanas.
But they're iguanas. They don't bite. Or if they do bite, it's not a bad. It's not like you get rabies or poison or freaking paralyzed or something. It's literally it's an
Mm-hmm.
iguana. It's an iguana. So I was just like, this is a little much. This is a little much. Also, did they not leave anybody behind? Everybody
They
left.
didn't leave anybody behind right there.
Oh,
So they go to the third one, and it's basically called liability, and hanging out was the clue. So Parv goes for Philip to be the one to stay. CK chooses Philip. Um, Lachelle goes ahead and go along with it. So Dave, Parv, and Lachelle go on to the next one. So now CK and Philip are out. Um, Back at where Joe is and everybody else that has already come back out of the jungle, he has a proposition for them. So currently standing before him is Philip, CK, Dixon, and Letty, right? And basically they have this thing where three of them can be just eligible for elimination, and only one of them can remain eligible to play the banker, as well as the next person that comes out of the jungle will be eligible to play the banker. So of course they made the decision to let Dixon be eligible to play the banker, because which I thought was a good decision, by the way. Did you think that was a good decision?
yeah, sure. He won the most money for us, so why not?
Well, no, it wasn't even that. I felt like it was a good decision because if he makes a bad deal, he goes home. Now the family loses a number. They folks not crazy. They know that Parvati or David is coming out of there safe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a good move on their part, to try to have a little control in what was going on. So they get to the fourth station, and they have to cross a gorge, and only two people can go. Lachelle said she didn't even want to cross that gorge, so she goes back. At the time, there was 13 minutes on the clock, 13 minutes 31 seconds when David goes across the gorge. When Parvati goes across the gorge, there is a little over 6 minutes, right? Parvati goes across that gorge in 2 minutes. My girl is a beast. I just had to point out her stats because my girl is a beast. I don't care what y'all people say. I don't care if they say she's had safety through. She's earned her safety every single game. Every single game. Like I can't let nobody. I can't let nobody take it from her.
She knows. She like I have to be safe. I don't have to be safe, so I can lay low right here, or I gotta be safe. I gotta be safe. I gotta be safe. And so she play. She pick her cards right. She do.
Yeah.
Now, if I
Um.
was Lachelle, I'm not gonna count. I would have had to stay strong for the fact that I knew that these two are in an alliance and that they are going to keep each other safe regardless. So I can't go back. Even I don't want to cross this gorge, but if I'm Lachelle, I know I have to. A for my own safety, and B, isn't she part of that whole group?
She's kind of just like out there, but she's more with like the ladies and the
Right.
Phillips. Yeah.
So if I was her, I would have been like, "Sorry, I have to cross this gorge." No
If
shade.
it took David that long to cross that gorge, they wouldn't have made they wouldn't have made it out at all. Not with 13 minutes left. She needed all
Yeah.
13 of them by herself just to get across.
And
Everybody
now
else get across and
look,
can't make it back.
don't do auntie.
I'm not saying, but she said it herself.
Yeah.
So ultimately, Parvati's safe. She got the $2.25 million case. David is fully safe. Dixon and Lachelle are both at risk of playing the banker, and everybody else is up for elimination. Is
They
eligible to
got the
play.
lowest case.
It wasn't
Oh,
even
okay.
it wasn't even that. It was just how the game was set up. It was one person, two people safe, every two people up to play the banker, everybody else up for elimination. So back at the island, Dixon nor Lachelle wants to play the banker. Neither one of them want to play the banker. And this is where Dixon starts to piss me off because him and Parvati have a conversation, but in his confessional, he's irritated because he's like, she has to even think about it. Like, I'm supposed to be your number one. We're mom and the son. And I'm like, somebody got to play. Like, he
And
throws it.
Lachelle been playing the banker. Dixon's only played the banker once, right?
Mhm.
And Lachelle has played the banker 3 to 4 times.
No, Lachelle has only played the banker once. She played the banker with CK one day, once.
Oh, but she's just been in the bottom all the time.
She's just
That's what it
always
is.
been up for elimination.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she's only
Yes,
been
y'all, we
safe.
are still watching the same show. Give me a second. I'm sorry. But okay, she's been in the bottom a bunch of times. Was this Dixon's second time in the bottom, or he's been in the bottom more times?
Maybe like his second or third. This would be maybe like his second.
Yeah, I don't know. His odds are much better than her odds. I would not put her up against the banker.
Yeah. So we get this moment with Dixon and David, and
But then
Dixon.
again, it's not really odds. It's just a game of chance. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true. Because I mean, no matter what, no matter how you clear that board, you still got to make a good deal. So that's just that on that. Um, we get this touching moment from Dixon and David. Dixon tells David, I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow, but I hope you go far. And he's just like, he wish he had someone like him as a dad, and that, he's everything that he would have wanted in a dad. And that really touches David. And I think that changes everything actually, because Parv really wants to protect Dixon, but she also wants to honor her word to Lachelle, which is, Lachelle gave her safety and she told her that she got her. And, if it basically gets out there that she, went back on her word, of course, now everybody is going to be looking at her crazy. So she's at a really, really, really hard place with this decision. But I think David going to tell Dixon about this conversation is why she ultimately chose Dixon to go. I mean, Lachelle to play the banker. What you think?
Mm.
Do you think that makes sense?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't. Um, I don't know. I don't really think Parvati was going to put him up. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't think Parvati was going to put him up regardless, though. I really didn't. And but it was a nice conversation. It was a nice moment. It
Well,
was
I
cute.
was thinking she was gonna put him up because there's always a chance that he could make a good deal, meaning he could stay. However, if
Mm-hmm.
Michelle made a good deal, there's always the probability that
She
they're
says
going to
him.
send him home. So I think she was going to let him play to at least be a determinant of his own fate in the game, um, versus everything else. But then you get this sob story, and it's just like, oh, I can't make him go play the banker now. But that's just that, that's just my little thoughts. I could be so wrong. Would love to see exit interviews and see, what her strategy, what really got, to her right there. But anywho, Lachelle plays the banker. She chooses case number 10. She got 4 cases in the first round. She goes with case number 11, 2.25 comes off the board. Shit.
Jesus.
Right?
Good
Case number
Lord.
2, $100. Okay, we're good. Case number 4, 1.25. Shit. Okay. Case number 9, 500. So she did 2 and 2. 2 and 2.
we always start off.
$2.
We always start off at 50%.
We really do.
At 50-50.
We really do. The first offer she got was $240K. Would you have taken it? It was
Mm-mm.
still a 2.2 mil, a 1.5 mil, a 1.75, and a 2.5 on the board.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm with you and Lachelle. No deal. All right, so 4 more cases. Case number 6, $1. Good job. Case number 12, $2 million. Case number 8, 1.5 million.
Mm.
Case number 1 was $100 though. Okay. So the second offer is $725,000. If she continues on, she only has to open 1 case.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Would you have taken the deal?
How many
There's
cases is
still
left
3 cases left.
on the board?
3 cases left on the board. 4 cases left on the board. 4 cases left.
And you gotta open one. And it's
2.5,
like
1.7. Wait. On the board was still, 1.7, 2.5, 1 cent, 250.
$250.
Mm-hmm. So she has to choose.
I'll open one more case.
Okay. So she did. That's what she did. No deal. She
Okay.
opens 1 more case. She chooses case number 7.
I can't see you. Well, I can see you. I just can't. You're frozen. And I also cannot. Okay. Does it kick me from the stream or something?
I'll take it down. As I've noticed, if I take it down and put it back up, put us both back up, and then it'll spin for like 2 seconds and then we pop up.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. We're having just a few technical issues, so we're back. like Malik said, he was gonna go ahead and choose that one case. She chose one case. She chose case number 7. It was for $250. So the final offer is $1,558,000.
Okay, what's on the board? 1 cent,
2.5
two,
mil and 1.75.
and the
The
offer is
only way
for
1,558,000.
no dice. No
Right?
dice.
Because the only way she's gonna make a good deal is if she has that 1 cent case to be
She should have
safe.
just
Don't
played all the way
played
through.
it all the way through. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's what Parv said. Like she got to play it through. Um,
Yeah.
but she decides to take the deal.
Do you think
She
she did that on purpose?
I think she
Okay.
I think she thought I really think she thought she had it in the bag. Um she just didn't because she had the 1.75 million. So she made a bad
My heart broke. My heart broke. I was like, oh no.
yeah.
We only lost
But
one person to a bad deal before her, right? And it was Luke.
yep, Luke wasn't the only other person that made a bad deal. Mm-hmm.
No, not the shell. No.
So uh next week we have one more episode, one or two before we get to the finale, and I really think it's maybe one or we're coming close. We're coming close to the end of the season. It's 7 people left, so I think we have about maybe one more temple, and then everybody else gets eliminated at that final, and they probably do it like a 2-parter or something. But this has been a really good season thus far. Only other people that I could see that I want to go home and not go to the final and at least participate in some portion of the final is I want CK out. I want CK to go, although CK is kind of like a number for the family now. So we got CK and Letty still kind of gunning for each other. But now if Dixon kind of slow rolls over towards Letty, but it's like you can't really keep David and Parvati from being safe all the time. David has played the banker and made a good deal, so I don't think he's necessarily scared. If he's in the bottom, he's gonna want to play. So I don't know where this is gonna go. But it's been good and I have been enjoying it. I'm not really ready for the season to end. Uh, I really am not, but we shall see. Um, Anywho, that was our recap for this week's episode of Deal or No Deal Island, or better known as Dundee. Do you have any final words, any predictions, or anything you want to
Dundee,
add?
Dundee, 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 Dundee. Um, well, I hate that the storyline of the family versus the group is so done so quickly. But I am enjoying watching Letty play, and I think that she's going to make it to the finale.
Absolutely. Letty's making it to the finale for sure.
I think Letty's going to the finale, and I think Letty's going to at least be there with Parvati and or David.
I agree.
How many people go? How many people go to the finale?
Four people go to the finale. And I think it's going to be Letty, Parvati, David,
Mm-hmm,
and Philip.
mm-hmm. I think Philip, but I think Philip is a bit of a wild card. He could be switched with Dixon,
True.
and that's
They
it.
could flip and get him out. It'll be
That's pretty
kind of,
much it.
it'll be weird. They'll have to work hard. Because he typically is kind of like safe, always as well, kind of sort of. So, I mean, he was up for elimination one time, and the lady did save him and spare him. But I don't know. We'll see. It's good. I'm sure we're gonna be in for a shocker and a surprise. And then once we watch it, we're gonna come right back here and talk to y'all about it because we be having some things to say. Not as many things to say today, but we typically have a whole lot to say. But we
Yes.
really appreciate you guys for coming through and watching and listening to our thoughts. Make sure you like this video on your way out. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot, a lot. And yeah, I'm your girl Shay.
I'm your boy
He
Malik.
is who? Who are you?
Sleepyhead.
Have a leak. You might as well wake up because you gotta go to
Right.
work.
Straight to work.
You gotta go to work. I know.
Where is busy?
I know, right? I hadn't been asleep since I got off work. So,
See,
mhm. And I'm
get you some
nowhere
rest.
near headed to sleep. Headed back to the hospital.
Oh,
So, yeah, no,
I'm
headed back to
screaming.
the hospital. So,
Sleep in the waiting room.
I know, right? Heck no.
Ooh.
Please bring that wheelchair downstairs, drop off in my car, and I'm gonna drive.
Uh, oh my
I,
gosh, she's going home like right now.
oh, she's already been discharged. I just took her to go visit the baby. The baby is still in the hospital.
That is insane. I did not know they discharged mothers so
Mhm,
soon.
3 days. She had the baby Sunday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, I thought you drove her to the hospital
No,
today.
no,
I'm
no, no, no,
screaming.
no, 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 no. I took her, dropped her off this morning when I got off work to go see the baby and spend some time with the baby.
Mm,
With the child every day.
okay.
Anywho, bye guys. We'll see y'all
And
next.
bye.
Bye.